What's up, all? What's up, all? What's up, y'all? Welcome to episode 40 of Contemplations with Austin West. That's me. We did it. We did it. This is it. This is the end of this run of 40 straight days of episodes. First time ever doing this. 40-day devotional ends today. I am calling it a close when I post this episode. Wow. Wow. So much to say. So much to say about what this process was, about what it is to be in devotion. You know, maybe I didn't describe this in the first episode, but my definition of devotion is dedication in service to something greater than yourself. Devotion has a spiritual component to it. I'm committed, I am dedicated, but not for me, for something greater than me, because I serve something greater than me. That's what devotion means to me. In this process. I mean, y'all saw it. I'm sure one day I'm going to go back through and watch all of these. And even in imagining it and remembering it right now, like I showed up in so many different ways. Many days I did not want to fucking do this. The first week was so challenging. I had so much resistance to recording it at all because it was so new and difficult. And there's a lot of lessons in that. And then all of the fear components that kept coming up, the unworthiness. The whole middle of this process was looking at that wound. The hard conversations that were had throughout. It's just like the whole thing is it both went by in a flash, and it was the longest 40 days of my life. And now in the integration phase of this, and the celebration phase of this, I'm going to do 4 to 6 of these a year. Like there's no way I'm stopping. This is how powerful it was for me. And I'm bringing it to the men's group. I know I've been saying that, but men, if you're looking to build a better relationship, make more money, be more devoted, work on your body, build a business, I don't care what it is that you're trying to do in your life, this process will change everything for you. Everything. Because it's going to confront you with your own shit. Because you have to take full accountability and ownership of everything in your life, and that's what this process helped me do. And this goes back to, the Desire podcast. I went deeply into this. I went into it in the Prayer podcast. But it's because I'm in a place where I have such abundant clarity on what I want with my missions, with the Colosseum and Entheos, in my relationship with my friend, with my friendship inside of the communities I'm building. All of it, because I'm so abundantly clear on everything that I desire in this life. Everything that shows up in the face of that is the specific lesson that I am required to learn in order for me to evolve into who I need to become in order to hold or magnetize everything it is that I desire. That's what this process was about. And just to recap, what I did for these 40 days, I cut out cannabis. I cut out self-pleasure. I woke up between 6 and 7 a.m. every day. Before that, I was getting real loose. I had no set schedule. For most of it, I was waking up at 6, about 3/4 of it. And then I started getting tired. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to let myself sleep into 6:30, 6:45 if I need to some of these days. I started a podcast and did an episode every single day for 40 days. I meditated for 40 minutes a day. I journaled for 40 minutes a day. I did the 40-day abundance book, the 40-day prosperity plan inside of all of that. I canceled all my travel plans. I canceled all the plans of things I wanted to do. I canceled the trip to Red Rocks to see 2 of my favorite artists at the same time, Parangi and Red Rock. I canceled a trip to Costa Rica to go see my best friend, Chris Hager. It's like I shed all of the easy stuff in my life that give me comfort. I ate out once for a buddy's birthday. I cooked all of my own meals, and I became an even better chef. I started baking. It's like I went in. I grieved. I had 2 very religious experiences. I talked about those. My dream state was wild. But the ultimate, what I'm really summing it up for is what this did for me was I cleared the field. I got out the stuff that I knew was not my highest and best. I strengthened the field. I committed to the practices I know help bring me into alignment with myself, and I expanded the field, which is starting something that I knew would be challenging and committing to it every day for 40 days. And those three things are going to be the premise of everything I do moving forward. Every one of these 40-day devotionals, we start September 1st. It's going to be around those three things. And I went and had coffee with a friend today and just telling her, I was trying to put into words what this process really did and what it meant to me. And it's so hard to find the right words. But I feel on fire right now. My clarity is on another level. My clarity of entheos and what we're doing, my clarity of the men's work and where that is headed, my clarity of my value and my worth in this life, of my purpose and my missions, of my prayer channel is blasted open. I'm praying all day long. I love it. Because really, I'm just in conversation with God. I'm in conversation with the lover of my soul, as I call her. And feeling her so deeply, it feels like I'm literally going to bump into her any second. Like she's going to knock on my door. Because I've already committed myself to this woman. I'm already in relationship. Because I know the frequency of this woman so deeply. I know I have not met her yet. I know she's not in my life. I know it so in a way that words do not do justice. And I know that any day I'm going to turn around in the coffee line and be like, oh shit, it's you. Because I've already devoted myself to the frequency of what that is. And so this is the challenge. Like if you're not living the life that you want for yourself, how clear are you on what that life is? How much can you articulate it? Have you written it out? Can you admit to yourself what you want? A lot of going through and owning what it is that we want in this life comes down to admitting the depth of what it is that we want beyond the stories of guilt, shame, judgment, and worthiness. And then when you name it, you better believe that the lessons are going to start to show up, giving you the opportunity to grow and evolve into everything required of you to magnetize what it is that you want. This life gets to be effortless when we show up. And inside of that, can you devote yourself to it? And as I've stated in these 40 episodes, y'all, everything is about you. Everything. Your relationship to self is your relationship to God, is your relationship to your partner, is your relationship to your business, is your relationship to spirituality, is your relationship to your sexuality. Everything begins within. Everything begins within. Again, I'm mind blown that I'm here. So many times I'm like, this is never going to end. And all of a sudden it's over. And how, I've talked about Barbo's basket, the astrology period. How ironic that the ending of this basket is the last day of this 40-day devotion. Sometimes the jokes write themselves. Not even a joke. Sometimes the miracles write themselves. There's just so many things about this that feel so good. I just know myself deeper. I trust myself. More than I ever imagined possible. I can do anything. I can sit in discomfort. I can feel. I can confront the parts of myself. I can tell myself the truth. I can do anything that I set my mind to. I believe that now. And it's because processes like this, and it's not to say that this 40-day devotional is the apex and epitome of all the work I've done. I've done a lot of work in the last 9 years. A lot of work. And this is just a reflection of the new depth and capacity I have to be devoted and committed to my own vision of what I desire from myself in this life. And being seen in that process. My channel feels so open, sitting here with y'all for 40 straight days and just letting it flow for 15 to 30 minutes. I have no hesitation now. I trust. I trust that whatever is spoken is God moving through me. I'm witnessing this whole thing happen. I feel more connected to God through this process. I feel more surrendered to the experience, knowing that there's nothing I need to do. Everything that is meant for me will show up when it needs to be seen, when it needs to be felt, when it needs to manifest. All of it. Yeah, just incredible. And I know there's many of my bros out there that have been watching along these episodes. Many of you reached out and you're not part of the men's community. What are you doing for yourself, bro? Join us. Bros need bros. We're meant to build in this life. We're meant to share in this experience of life. One of my brothers I've known for a long time. I'm talking to you right now too, man. I got to get back to your text. But this is how we come into the power of self. We do this stuff together. We commit to the ownership and responsibility for our own lives in togetherness. And my sisters out there, we can do some of this in Entheos as well. I got some dope women coming in to facilitate for y'all. Oh, man. And I'm just excited to see what continues to unfold from here, because I know that this isn't the end of the process. It's the beginning of a new me, of a new process. I've done a lot of devotionals and dedications, and I'm in my practice and my prayers, but I've never been this committed to a structure for 40 days. Like, it is the activation of the masculine in me that I made wrong for so many years after I left finance, the killer in me that shows up and just gets it done. And I find myself swinging back into the balance of the pendulum, not leaning too much into one or the other, but trusting it all. And I hope it inspired some of you to make changes in your own life, to have hard conversations with yourself, to commit to something greater than yourself, to dream bigger, to allow yourself to desire more. I hope I inspired many of you. That's really what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to talk to the version of me 5 years ago that wanted these lessons and teachings and these words that I felt, but I didn't have language for yet. Part of me that wants to just draw it on, and there's part of me that feels like that's complete. And you know what? I'm going to let that be complete. And so with you, however many is stuck around, thank you for still being here, for being in this with me, for your reflections, your support, your appreciation, your likes, your comments. It really does fill my heart and soul so deeply, especially now that I'm moving through the story of I need it to be a certain number to feel valuable. Thank you to the average 40 of you that are here. Thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. It means so much. This lights up my soul. I love being in service this way. I love putting myself on display to give you permission to do the same. Thank you. Thank you. Truly. Yeah, I'm feeling like episodes are going to be Wednesdays now, and I'm going to do it a little different. We're going to see how this thing flows, but I'll be back. I might take a week off, but I'm not going to take too long. Appreciate y'all so much. And I now consider the 40-day devotional complete. The container is closed. And a big part of it was y'all. So, with that being said, as always, be blessed. See you guys soon.